Right now, the situation is getting very serious and very interesting at the same time as Lovemore Madhuku has taken a bold step by dragging ZANU-PF to the High Court over the arrest of Tendai Biti, and this is not something small at all. This is a move that is now bringing law and politics face to face in a very direct way. So stay with me and make sure you like this video and subscribe right now because you don't want to miss how this story will unfold. So let's go straight into what is happening. Tendai Biti, a well-known lawyer and political figure, was recently arrested. And immediately, questions started coming up about how that arrest was done, whether everything followed the correct legal process, and whether there was fairness in the whole situation. And now, Madhuku has stepped in strongly, saying this matter must be tested properly in court. Now, understand this clearly. Madhuku is not just speaking from outside. He has taken legal action. He has gone to the High Court. And that means he wants the court to look at the arrest of Biti and decide if it was done in the right way or not. And that alone is a big moment. Because when such a case goes to court, it becomes more than just news. It becomes something that can shape how things are done going forward. As we are following this, quickly like this video and subscribe because this is real-time developing story and every update will matter. Now let's break it down in a simple way so everybody can understand. When someone is arrested, there are rules that must be followed, there are rights that must be respected, and there are procedures that must be clear. And what Madhuku is saying in simple terms is that those rules may not have been followed properly in this case involving Tendai Biti. And when such a claim is made, the court becomes the place where everything is checked step by step. So now, the High Court will look into this matter. They will examine what happened before the arrest, during the arrest, and after the arrest. And they will decide whether everything was done according to the law. And this is where it becomes very important. Because whatever the court decides will not only affect Biti, it will also affect how future cases are handled. So stay with me and don't forget again to like this video and subscribe because we are breaking this down in a way that is easy to follow. Now let's go deeper into the meaning of this action by Madhuku. This move is showing that there are still strong legal voices willing to challenge actions that raise questions, and it also shows that the courts are still a place where such matters can be taken for review. At the same time, this situation is also bringing attention to how political and legal matters sometimes connect in a very close way. Because Tendai Biti is not just any person. He is someone who has been active in politics and law for many years. And because of that, anything that happens to him will always attract attention. So now, this case is not only about one arrest. It is about how the system works. And that is why many people are watching closely to see what will happen next. So let me ask you now. Do you think the court will find that everything was done correctly, or do you think there will be some issues found in the process? Drop your thoughts and make sure you like this video and subscribe so we can continue this conversation together. Now let's continue the gist. Another important thing to understand is that going to the High Court is not a small step. It means there are serious legal points being raised, and it also means that there is confidence that the court will listen and make a fair decision. And when such a case is brought forward, it usually involves strong arguments, detailed explanation of the law, and careful presentation of facts. So what we are seeing now is the beginning of a legal process that could take different directions depending on how the court sees the matter. And as this continues, more details may come out, more explanations may be given, and the full picture will become clearer. So stay connected, like this video, and subscribe right now so you don't miss any updates. Now let's talk about what this could lead to. If the court finds that the arrest was not done properly, it could mean that actions will need to be corrected. And it could also mean that future arrests will have to follow stricter attention to legal rules. But if the court supports the way the arrest was done, then it will show that the process used was acceptable under the law. So either way, this case is very important. It is testing the strength of the legal system. It is testing how rules are applied, and it is showing how different parts of the system respond when questions are raised. Now, as we move forward, one thing is clear. This story is not ending anytime soon. It is just beginning. And every step in the court process will bring new information. So, once again, like this video and subscribe, because you need to stay updated as things develop. Now, let's also look at the bigger picture in a simple way. In any country, when legal issues involving well-known figures go to court, it creates a moment where people start paying more attention to how justice is handled. People want to see fairness. People want to understand what is happening. And people want to know that the law is working as it should. So this moment is not just about individuals. It is about trust in the system. And that is why this case is very important. Now, let me bring it closer to you. Imagine a situation where questions are raised about how something was done, and then someone steps forward and says, let us take this to court and check everything properly. That is exactly what is happening here. And that is why this story is holding attention. So stay with me, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe, because we are following this step by step. Now, as the court begins to handle this case, there will be legal arguments from both sides. There will be explanations. There will be responses, and at the end, there will be a decision. And that decision will carry weight. It will send a message. It will shape understanding, and it will influence future actions. So this is something you should not ignore. Keep watching, keep following, and stay informed. Like this video and subscribe now. Now we continue. Another angle to look at is how this situation shows the importance of knowing and following the law. Because when procedures are followed correctly, there's less room for questions. But when questions come up, the court becomes the place to resolve them. And that is exactly what is happening here. So now all attention moves to the High Court. What will they say? How will they look at the facts? What decision will they make? These are the questions that will soon be answered. And when that happens, we will break it down for you in the simplest way. So again, like this video and subscribe, because you don't want to miss the next part. This story is moving, and we are moving with it. Stay ready for more.